markets. Corporate earnings that came in all this week. A miss from Ford, but a beat with Meta. And then we'll go over the breakout coins tonight from the left and the right that are doing incredibly well and where those opportunities across the board. But there's a reason why you watch this channel, because last night, after the close of the markets, the Biden administration announced the expansion of one of the stimulus checks featured on this channel for over a year. And if you're a member, it immediately went to the membership newsletter, you saw it, you got the alert, and also you got the breaking details across the board. We'll be looking at the latest details as we tee up tonight's Crypto Wall Street live broadcast, stimulus live broadcast as well, and also the latest details from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's a big broadcast, it's a brand new show, it's a huge night with so much going on across the board, from the left, from the right, and over and above. It's a big show tonight, and it starts right now. And good evening, I'm LLA, and this is a major broadcast tonight as breaking details of one of the major stimulus checks featured on this channel for nearly a year got expanded by the Biden administration overnight. We're going to go over these 2023 stimulus checks one at a time in these broadcasts. These are checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, and veterans and low income. Then we'll go over the latest details, what happened with the markets. We'll go over eligibility of stimulus checks. We'll go over crypto, and also we'll go over some corporate earnings and economic data that's all brand new. It's all in the membership newsletter. Have you become a member? Join the channel that is revolutionizing financial news reporting in America. It's LLA. Go right in this video, join the channel, and we'll go over that membership newsletter in a second. Let's get a preview of tonight's broadcast. First, we're going to go over stimulus checks A to C. Then we'll take a break and go over that incredible membership newsletter. Then we'll go to stimulus checks E through K. Then L to Q, and then we'll go over to the latest details in the preview of tonight's Crypto Wall Street live show coming up later, and also Stimulus Live on Channel 2. First, let's go into the first three checks. Stimulus checks A, B, and C, E through K, and L to Q all have the same eligibility. These are 2023 stimulus checks. 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board, and these are stimulus checks for you. SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. These are 2023 stimulus checks, but they've been passed over the last 3 years. And the way that stimulus works is that once it's passed, it remains law so long as it's funded. And these are stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans. Low income, $75,000 less last year, married couple, $150,000 less. These are federal stimulus for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. In this broadcast, we're going to go with stimulus checks A to C. Then we'll take a break over that membership newsletter, how to get these incredible checks. Then we'll go to the breaking news of one of the stimulus checks between E to K that got expanded by the Biden administration overnight. It's breaking news on tonight's broadcast. And then we'll go to L to Q. Next up is Crypto and Wall Street Live later in this broadcast. But first, let's start with those incredible checks. Let's remember that they all have the same eligibility. These are stimulus checks for you if you made less than $75,000 last year, married couple, $150,000 or less, and they're averaging about 18 months of beautiful checks across the board at 5 checks per month, fast stimulus. And let's look at those first 3 checks right now. Where did the first 3 stimulus checks A, B, and C come from? They came from Joseph Biden. The President of the United States passed the first series of executive actions which established stimulus checks A, B, and C. He did this in spring of last year, and as immediately as soon as he did it, it became a broadcast in prime time, a special report on LLA. Immediately that night, members of the channel started getting stimulus checks A, B, and C. And they're absolutely wonderful. They're still funded, they're still law, they're for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. We'll go over A, B, and C in just a second, one at a time. Then came Congress. And Congress, after Biden, passed a series of legislative efforts that established stimulus checks E through K, and they're huge. And one of those tonight is even better than it ever was before. It got expanded by the Department of Treasury